It's when you forget to add the mic to the scene. And holy crap, those boxes are huge. Let's make those a bit smaller, shall we? There we go. Let's try that. That's a bit better. Right, okay, welcome everybody to this. There was never a stream at 10 o'clock tonight. Never. Never ever. Never ever. Not after the 7-hour, nearly 8-hour marathon earlier today. You probably heard YouTube going off. I said 11 o'clock UK time, and I'm 50 minutes late because I've been chilling. So, yeah. So we're going to have a look at the first look at the new Diesels pack that's about to release on Xbox. So I'm just waiting for it to go live. So fingers crossed. Oh bloody hell! Have I got to put the stream? Oh dear. Right. Hang on a second, folks. Because I've changed my channel name, I need to get the bot back in. So how do I do that? I can't remember. Oh, why does everyone... No, that's not it. Support. Westerns, yes, that's the only reason I'm really getting the pack is the new 52, because we've got the 08. Hopefully they've redone the 08 a little bit, upgraded some of the stuff underneath, so the springs and stuff, because they were lacking on the last one. Right, where is... I've forgotten how to do it. Oh man, I've completely forgot that if I did that it'd remove that. Oh dear. Why? What's happened? Right, so why is the bot not here then? Why does everything have to be difficult? Alright, let's just refresh that page, see if that's live. I doubt it is. No. Needs me to redeem a code. Blooming typical, isn't it? They don't have how to add the bot to your channel. like it's already enabled, but because I've changed my right, we've already got that. This music's too laid back. Let's change that up. Well, you are running it. They are running a COVID timetable. Everybody's is rubbish, if we're honest. Imagine trying to have to get the train to work, or train home from work. I'm just wondering if the bot will come back on its own, because I've got no way of adding it. You might find that they re-enable some of those services, Ollie, in the next week or so. Let's turn it back on. See if it comes back. If not, I'll have to look. And it'll be up to you guys to mod while we do this. Yes, it is radar. Right, hopefully that's refreshed that. Because I don't really want to have to set up the whole bot again, if you know what I mean. It was all set up nicely to work, and then I went and changed my channel name. Why has this now stopped working? Oh, everything's going wrong this evening. So has anybody got anything they want to see in particular from this pack? Or when we load it up? Because like I say, we're going to download it. It's not a particularly big, well, it's going to be a couple of gigs, so it's going to take a few minutes. Well, it shouldn't be actually, it's just the new locos and stuff. Let's see how much, does it say how big it is? No, it doesn't say how big it is. Oh yes, 300 meg, so it's not massive. So it's not a big download. Yeah, fire away, Ryan. We'll do our best to give you a hand. Type away. Yes, I am using CloudBot. What do you mean? Are you using CloudBot chat? Ryan, it depends what version you're using and what you have tried already to be able to get the AC44 OCW working, because it is currently one of only a few locos working, I think, in American routes, because they've broken them because of the way that Clinchfield works, or is going to work. In answer to your question, Rogan, yes, it's CloudBot chat, and I can't get the bot back into the chat. Yeah, go on, mate. Yeah. Easiest thing, Ryan, would be to redo the tutorial or have it on YouTube as you're doing it, because if I'm brutally honest, it's quite difficult for me to tell you how to get it to run, because it could be 1,000 things that are wrong with the loco or the way that you're trying to do it. I love it having a 24-hour technical help desk. Right, Streamlabs is back, but we didn't do anything. It came back on its own. So, yeah. So, yes. Thank you, Rogan, for the call there. Yes, right, okay. Right, we need to copy that link. Oh, it's still the same link, so that's alright. Don't need to change that. Although, what is CloudBot doing? He's posting all sorts of weird stuff. Oh, I don't know what's going on here. This is all foreign. $14.99 for this Diesel Legends. It's a bit cheeky, if you ask me. So there's your price on Xbox. So we're just paying for it now, because I still don't get stuff off of Dovetail Games. How am I finding Anne? Yeah, absolutely fine, apart from you can't actually use any of the WAV files in Streamlabs for the alerts. So I need to figure a way around that. So, yeah. But yeah, apart from that, it's good fun just messing around with her. Pardon the pun. Right. What's going on? Right, let's trigger this update then. It's getting to the point where I need to have a separate install place for my Train Sim World 2 stuff on my Xbox. I'm going to have to buy another expansion drive, I think. Right. Hiya Tubstar, good evening. Welcome. Right, we're just downloading that now. And once that's done, we'll fire it up. Let's get rid of the music for now. Right. Cheers, Ollie. No, it should be back now. It's back posting stuff. And it's appearing as a moderator, so yeah, we're cooking on gas. We're cooking on gas. Again, finally. Right. Manage game. Yep, that's installed. Okay. And I've been playing with my Stream Deck as well, so everything's all new. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to this one. I'm going to lose my beautiful face. Right. We just have to wait for it to fire up, he says, as the monitors just died. Well, you can come back to me for a second. Oh dear. What's happened here? Don't you just love technical problems on a stream? Right, let's try again. And why would you say that, Ollie? There's nowhere for it to really go on the screen, that's the problem. Like, where am I honestly going to put it on the screen? I don't like being on camera, unless I'm talking to the camera. Yeah, there is that, I suppose. Maybe we'll do something tomorrow with it. But why have we got no Elgato? I do love it when everything just goes Wally. Pow! There we go. I think the Elgato took a dump. Right. Oh, but there is now another technical problem. I have no sound. Typical blooming Xbox updates. There we go. I have sound. Do you guys have sound now? Cool. Right, let's wonder where we find it. Right, okay, so there we go, guys. So this is all a learning experience for everybody that we've got here. You go into Great Western Express. explore. Trainings have been added. But if you go into timetable mode, you'll see there's 533 now. So we're just going to have a quick look at the scenarios. We're just going to go through the training on the new ones just to have a little look and see what's going on. We'll probably do one run in a 52 from Reading to Paddington, and then that'll be it. It's not going to be long. It's not going to be all singing, all dancing. So yes, we will start with the Class 52, which has been rebuilt for this one, for the new update.
Welcome to this Class 52 diesel hydraulic locomotive in British Rail blue livery. This brief introduction will go through the start, stop and passenger procedures. Before getting started, some of the controls must be set in the rear cab, so head over and climb aboard.
Yes, Matthew, of course. So one of the things I have found out is that all of the 52s have their nameplates, so we will just have to see whether that is accurate.
To allow fuel to flow to the engines, the fuel transfer pump isolating switch must be set. There are 2 engines in this locomotive and each one must be activated. A handbrake is located in each cab and they both need to be released before moving.
Right, there we go.
Everything's now set in the rear.
Right, I just need to turn on the button prompts while we learn what we're doing in these ones.
Cab, so head to the front cab and continue preparations.
So what we've also got is new, I believe, new carriages as well that are now livery editor compatible. So I think they've had a lick of paint.
Continue the startup process by setting the battery isolation switch. As in the rear cab, set the fuel and isolation switches.
Right, so we've got to change that to normal, that to run. Okay.
A lot of time will be spent in the driver's seat. Take a seat to continue.
Oh, at least you can read the dashboard now in this.
The control desk.
Couldn't in the old one.
Set the reverser in preparation to start the engines. This locomotive features 2 separate engines that are started independently. Start with the first engine. Now that the first engine is running, start the second one. Headlights are important in letting others around know that a locomotive is operational. Give a quick glance of the platform to ensure all is safe and then unlock the doors.
Right, so we don't actually have a head code on at the minute, which is a bit weird. We just have one little light on. We did turn our headlights on though, didn't we? Headlight on. Train classification on. So where do you set that then? Oh, well, we won't find out, will we? Because the tutorial won't tell us. We have to figure that out for ourselves. Ooh, rear-facing horn.
It's time to get going. Set the doors to locked. To charge the brake system, set the brake control. The brake pipe will take a moment to charge. This can be observed by watching the brake dials.
There we go.
To set the direction of travel, use the reverser.
This is just basically a cut and shut loco, this, isn't it, the 52?
Increase the throttle to start moving. Do not apply too much power too quickly. With the train now moving, it's possible to apply more power, and focus can be diverted towards achieving a desired speed.
Bit of thrash.
Coasting is a method used on flat gradients to efficiently maintain a constant speed, reduce engine stress and maintenance requirements. On the approach to Twyford, start applying a small amount of brake force to achieve a comfortable stop.
These sound like Armstrong Powerhouse sounds. I'll give it his due, it does look half decent. Don't rate the headlights much though. The engines are revving at only 1400 RPM. I swear you live in a cave, Radar. You did say he was back. Right, okay, folks. Just trying to figure out where AWS and stuff is while we're cruising along here. It's probably up there, I'd imagine. Or over there. Because it does have it fitted, and it has to have it fitted because it's on this route and you've got it there. So let's just get up and have a look. No, it's not there. We could just cheat and sit in the seat and do the AWS isolate on. Well, we're coming up against the restrictive aspects. Well, it didn't go off there. Again, this is the tutorial, so it might not be working because the DSD is not working, and we've enabled that in the back cab, or not in the So once we get the tutorial out of the way, we'll just load up and check we'll have a look at the how fast are we going at the moment? 50. So again, it's not gone off there. Ah, there they are. Right down there. How far have we got? We've got a little while to go. So they're down there. You can't actually activate them. That's interesting. From the seating position, you can't actually... Is that me, or is that just seem a bit silly? Anyone else? It may have been a thing on the old 52. I've never used it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry, I was... Well, at least Streamlabs is back. Oh, there you go. Oh! So, first impressions are... The tutorial's not going into the depth I would expect it to for the loco. I want to know how to set my AWS. It should be an optional, this is where it is, this is how it works. I know that not everybody will use that, but how on earth am I supposed to activate it when I can't even get the purchase on it? It might be easier when it's not in the tutorial.
As before, unlock the doors to allow access to the train for any passengers wishing to board or alight.
This is, again, those springs are same off the old 52. They don't look right at all. Oh, hello. They've stowed the pipes on this one. Feedback has been taken on board. But again, how do we set these? I'd like to know how to set these. Do you have to get out and do it? Because some people are going to buy this DLC that might not own the 52. They may have never used it.
That concludes the basics of this locomotive.
Oh, that was an easy cheevo. Right, so let's just go into a service with it and take our times now. Alright, timetable, legends. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. What do we have here then? I spy with my little eye Ryan Chiz, thanks for the follow. I spy some other blues. More blues. So what liveries have we got with this? Just split services again. What liveries have we got with this one? Oh, weathered. So we've got a couple of 08s to choose from. They all look the same though. But this is what we're going to go out for a jaunt on this. Put it in the summer. Alright, so this is 1 Alpha 49. Okay, so let's have a little look and see whether it automatically puts the head code on the front for us. Alright, again, you can't actually activate the AWS. It just makes no sense. And again, they've still not fixed this shit. Where you have to unlock the wrong doors. Like, seriously, you've known that this is... Oh... Right, so it's automatically loaded in the right head code on the front. So at least it does that. I'm not even going to bother going on the forums to complain about this. Seriously not. Not even going to waste the energy to type that they've still messed it up. If you can't get your consists right, folks, there isn't much hope. I'm pretty easy going, but even I'm finding the constant having to unlock the wrong side doors is a pain in the backside. Alright. That's AWS isolate on, AWS isolate off. Will we get any AWS though? That's the... Oh look, so that's the Western Princess. That's a different one to what we had earlier in the tutorial. Like, what? Like, what on earth was that for? Yeah. Okay. Righty dokey. Not overly sold on this. But what on earth was that alarm for? If you don't own any of the locos, it's probably a good DLC. Right, DSD's working. And that's working as standard. Yeah, I do have a speedo. It's there. I've turned the HUD off, Skillium. I run with no HUD. Apart from speed limits and stopping points. We gone hardcore mode. Again, there's no end of train display on. No, I've just drunk. Here you go. Right, okay. The basics. Front, back, front, back. This is on the sort of stream that I wish Matt would come in. Or Adam would come in. They can't keep doing this. Front, back, front, pack. Yeah, I do raid people every now and again if I'm feeling generous. I have to have seen the channel before I raid Ryan. Oh, Skilly and Matt pops in every now and again to see us. To be honest, he is probably lurking anonymously to see first views. Oh. I hate vacuum brakes. Anybody who's got a parachute we can throw out the back. There's no way the train... Was it just a go via? I didn't read it. I thought it said stop. Oh. No, it's go via. Should really read, shouldn't I? Stokey Lad 87, thank you for the follow. That's a refollow. I'm pretty sure you followed me before. But anyway, welcome to the stream. So yeah, yeah. Yeah. I think the only way to describe this is oh, cheers Ryan, thanks very much. You're the first person to dip across, unless I know you by a different name on YouTube. You ever just punch the alerter? Yeah, often. Right. I think when we drive this train we're going to need so for this one, because we didn't really, well, I didn't read the job brief properly. So yes, I'm in two minds at the moment. If I'm honest with you guys, I am definitely in two minds about this pack. So far, we're seeing the same mistakes being made again and again. So what I mean is, we've reported for the last 3 DLCs now with locos and stuff that that's the front, of the train, and that's the back of the train in the consist. And I don't know why they keep making the same mistakes again. I'm pretty sure quality control, there's something not right at the consist editor, I think. Don't get me wrong, the wagons look nice. The coaches look like they've had a lick of paint. They sound good. Well, they sound prototypical. They're air braked, but we're running on vacuum braking. Does anybody want to see anything in particular? From this pack? Like, how are you supposed to do lovely, nice drive-by shots when the train thinks it's back to front? Holy moly, the draw distance is a lot better all of a sudden. Okay. Like, you can't physically do a flyby shot anymore because the front is travelling in reverse, so it thinks it's going away from the camera. Let's just hold a moment's silence for broken things. Wow. Oh. Right, why have my instrument lights gone out? Why are we coming to a stop? Hello? Game? Anything? Has the DST stopped sounding externally now on the locos? Like a random brake application. Right, okay. So the DSD is no longer audible outside of the cab. I'm using my dials, Stokey lad. Thanks for the input though. So the brakes are technically released now. Brake pipe's up, brakes are released. But it helps if I put it into forward to go anywhere. Right, get going again now. Just don't leave the cab with the DSD enabled in this loco, because the loco is at the rear of the train. You won't hear it when you're at the front of the train. Tubster, you were asking me for my honest opinion. It's an avoid at the moment, mate. Unless you can work around the problems we've already found. But if you... Like now, the brakes have gone again. The brakes have just applied. Did anybody hear the DSD? Like the DSD's not even... That's just the brakes randomly applying then. Like, I've been playing Train Sim World for a long time. Okay? And I'm leaning on the point of this version of the 52 is broken. I can't even isolate the DSD because there's nowhere to isolate it in this cab. You have to go to the other end. So I'm of the opinion of don't enable the DSD on it because it's not built to function properly. But Ollie, this has been the same with Southeastern High Speed. This has been the same with what else have we had recently that's been broken? Oh, it's really just Southeastern High Speed, and we told them that the trains are formationed wrong. Like the brake's gone again. So the DSD isn't going off. Right. We now got brakes back. Okay, hang on. So it was working at the beginning. Because I heard it a few times at the beginning of the run. And I'm pretty sure you guys heard the DSD at the beginning of the run. So unless it's something to do with like a... having the engine revving up so 100% for so long. I'm pretty sure it's the DSD not sounding, because it was in the right time frames for it. Right, let's prep a technical post new thread. Xbox. Class 52. Great Western Legends. Issues. Right, so the brake pipe's holding, so it's definitely the DSD. So I've applied the brakes here. This is me applying the brakes. So now I'm just going to do a test, because it's not done the brakes for a minute. We'll put it on and see if it goes off. There you go. So it's the DSD sound isn't applying. Right. I've had enough of that. Right. I'm not even going to look at the 101 or the 08, if I'm honest, because they're the same that we've had before. They've been there before. What we will do is just have a look and see what sort of services, like the sort of bits and pieces you got. Collect passenger carriages from Old Oak and prepare the train for the following service. So you got a little bit of shunting with that one. Just see if they're the same. Yeah, they're the same. So you got quite a lot. Oh, Southall Depot. That's a new place. So you got some different sort of bits and pieces. Some sloughs to Paddingtons, Maidenheads. It's nice that they're using Slough, so hopefully they're using the Bay platform now at Slough. That'd be interesting. Let's just have a quick check and see where it actually spawns it. Is it in the Bay platform, or are they just put it on the slow line on the reliefs? So they're actually using the Bay platform. That's new. So this has never been used before. Yeah, it's a shunting 08. But at least we get the use of the Bay platform. Now at Slough. So that's a new thing. That's a new addition. So what sort of services does the 47 get? Night Riviera, anyone? So you've got quite a fair selection, but I think it's the same with the 52. I just think, yeah, it just subs in. So you can use whatever. I have done a video, it's on my YouTube channel, Stokey, but basically you've had the GWR, or Great Western Express, updated to support this add-on, and it's also had an overhaul of some textures and bits and pieces like that. It runs a lot better. You had an update for Southeastern High Speed, which had a plethora of bug fixes. The 465 had an update to make it available a bit more in the timetable and change a few bits and pieces that Southeastern asked Dovetail Games to make to the model of the 465 to better represent it. You had a new livery added to the 395025 train. What other things did they fix? They fixed a load of stuff in the core game, a load of stuff with American routes. Well, they've broken a lot of American traction at the moment, which they're trying to fix. And what else did they do? Basically, they've done something to the core engine of the game that makes it run a lot better on consoles, for want of a better word. So you might see a small improvement on base Xbox. You'll see a big update, big step forward on Xbox One X and One S. And then there's a massive leap if you're on a series, on an Xbox series. Right, okay, so that's that, and that. Let's just see if they've added any sloughs. Available services 166. Ha ha ha. I doubt they've added any. No, I didn't think they'd add. But then again, they did say that Matt did say that he was adding some bits and pieces into this timetable. So maybe he's adding in Slough to Paddington services. Yeah, so it's the same on both consoles, Stokey lad. So you'll have an slightly uplifted frame rate and bits and pieces like that. Yeah, I'm not overly sold on this, folks. If I'm honest with you, I would say if you don't own a Class 52, a 101 and an 08, it's probably worth $14.99. If you do own those, probably not. Yeah, you get the extra timetable, but can that be justified if you already own the 3 locos? Because if you don't own the 31, that won't appear because that's DLC, and that's literally just because it's in BR Blue, they've added it in. And if you own Northern Transpennine, you get the 47. If you own the heavy freight, you get the 45. It doesn't look like there was any freight. I didn't see any freight runs in this. There's no no 70s diesel traction freight wise. It's all passengers, so you haven't got any freight there unless this has got its own. No, it's just got 79. That's got less. So you've got no freight in this timetable. So yeah, I personally have got it to create content because it will be asked for. If you are seriously looking for spending some money on Train Sim World on your console or your PC, I would say probably just spend an extra tenner and buy a whole new route. Because you're probably going to get more out of it than paying $14.99 for what is in essence just a timetable. Yes, you get the 3 locos with it, but you should already have those locos floating around in something that you've bought before. So if you've got the Great Western Express and you want a new timetable, yeah, I'd agree with you 100% on that, Ollie, at the moment, especially with the issues that we've just seen with the thing. But what I am just going to quickly try is I'm going to get back in the 52 and I'm just going to enable DSD again and see if it sounds. And then I'm going to go to the external camera and then see if it disables itself. Right, you can't even... What? Right. Oh no, why have I done that? Right, so we just need to turn the DSD on. Let's just sort this out and see if it works. I'm not waiting for the signal. Yes, Ollie, I completely agree. This isn't what I was expecting, if I'm honest. Right, so the DSD is now sounding again, but you can't cancel it with the B button. That's your normal thing. You actually have to hit the Q button on the keyboard. Right, so go external. Let's see if it goes off again. Okay, so DSD randomly DSD sound randomly stops working if you That time it did work on the B button. What on earth is going on here? Yep. Right, guys. think that's enough of that. It's in the collection. So we'll do some bits and pieces with it, but I can't honestly recommend it. I can't, there's no way I could even convince you to part with your money on that one. So yes. Yeah. I don't know really what to say on it. But yeah, I'd give it a wide berth and let them either patch it or come out and say what they're going to do with it. Because that's, at the moment, it, like the shunting's probably going to be pretty good to do. But with the DSD issues on there, yeah. So, yeah, I'm lost for words, folks, as you might be able to tell. So, we'll be back tomorrow evening, this evening, as it's now 1 o'clock. So, if you want to join me, feel free to. If you don't want to join me, don't. There will be some YouTube content going up tomorrow, or today, sorry, throughout the day, various bits and pieces. Some Great Western Normal. We'll also have some, what should we do? East Coast Way? A bit more East Coast Way? But there'll be some East Coast Way and some Great Western content going up onto YouTube tomorrow. There'll be some Tees Valley on the stream tomorrow night, I think. And then maybe some Northern Transpennine, because I need to do some road learning on that tomorrow. But have a good evening, and yeah, disappointed. Thanks for watching, thanks for joining me, and I shall see you later.